and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess, and we're going to have breakfast for supper. And we are going to open up one of the jars of the frying potatoes. We're going to try them out and see how they are. So we're having sausage and eggs and fried potatoes for supper. And because these are home canned, they've been rinsed several times before they were even canned. I have found that my blood sugar does not spike when I eat these. So it's changed something in the molecular structure. It's caused all those carbs to leach out, and I can have a few fried potatoes with my meal. Not overdoing it, but I can have a few and still enjoy a little bit of potatoes every now and then. So that is another plus for me. Let's get in here and get to cooking. I've already rinsed my lid, and I need to grab a butter knife. So I'm going to look for this spot where the lid comes down and then it goes up. And I'm going to put that butter knife right in that spot. And there goes my lid. I can take it off now. Really easy. And I'm going to drain my potatoes and rinse them, and then I'm going to dry them on this towel before I put them into the hot skillet. Now understand, these potatoes are cooked, and a few of them did split. That's normal, but for the most part, they are firm and ready for me to fry. So let me get my skillet heated up and get these potatoes dried off. And yes, they have the skin on them because they are organic. If they were not organic, I would have removed the skin. And this is plenty of potatoes for my husband and I. That's why we chose to do a quart jar. Get rid of that. I don't need that any longer. And I'm going to get rid of this butter knife. I don't need that any longer. So I'm just going to dry these off, getting as much liquid off of the potato as possible. And then it's going to go into my skillet. I'm going to try one piece, wait for my oil to get hot, and then we'll be ready to fry those potatoes. All right, my skillet is hot. The reason you dry your potatoes off is because you don't want that hot oil popping into your face. Let me grab one of my spatulas and make a little room here to get the rest of these potatoes in. And I like to give them a little flip, just so they're coated in oil and that's less chance of them sticking to my skillet. So we got those cooking. I'm going to turn my burner down a little bit. I've already chopped an onion. Get those going in there. Because we like onion with our potatoes. You can call these home fries or fried potatoes. We call them fried potatoes here in the South. I've pulled some seasoning. I've got a half teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of black pepper, and a half teaspoon of turmeric. Go ahead and swirl that in the bowl. Turmeric is really good for inflammation and pain, and it gives the potatoes a really nice color. The last thing I'm going to add is rosemary. Now, somewhere in my pantry I've got a bottle of rosemary, but I need to use this up. So this is going to crack the rosemary in here. Rosemary is really good for hair growth. I'm sure it has a lot of other medicinal values. And we're going to be having a My Home Apothecary video coming out on August the 12th. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited about being in this collaboration again this year. So I'm going to get in here about a half teaspoon or more of this rosemary. And that should do it. I can get rid of this towel now. I don't need that any longer. And my potatoes are cooking. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to really do any flipping on these. I'm going to let them cook on one side, and then I'm going to let them cook on the other side. I've got my skillet over here getting ready for eggs, and I've got a skillet of breakfast sausage back there. My husband can have toast. I can't, so I may make him some toast to go with his breakfast for supper, and we'll call that a good, hearty supper meal for tonight. It is cooked perfectly. It's got crunch. It's crispy. It tastes like a potato. It is delicious. The inside of the potato is soft and creamy. It is going to be perfect with our breakfast for supper. Yummy, delicious, crispy frying potatoes from a can, from home canning, and they are perfect for my meal. Bon appetit. Hey friends, thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you for the many comments, the likes, the friendships, and for sharing this content out. Take a moment and watch all of the advertisements because that is how I get monetized and get paid. I appreciate each and every one of you for your time and your patience. And y'all, I have this special content over here I think you might like.